Navarra, and this is a track I have never been on, but this is a quick little hosted event set up by Nick, and I'm mainly here to test out my computer, see if it can run rain at all now, because when rain first came out, I couldn't race in it at all because my computer would crash every single time if I had cars in front of me. Anytime I got in the back spray of people in front of me, my computer would instantly crash, or the graphics would crash, or the game, or whatever. And it was doing it every single time. But sometimes it would take a few laps before it kicked in and decided to crash, and sometimes it would just happen instantly. I've been in practice here for a little bit, and we were running behind some people, and I wasn't having any issues. I was noticing some stutters that were pretty big, that looked pretty choppy, like the graphics were struggling and like it wanted to crash. So we'll see. Really, I'm just here to see if this will work. I've got time tonight, and I was planning on testing it at some point,
Right,
either
man,
tonight or tomorrow anyway.
Alright, man, we got a lineup on the right side. Pit road is closed.
No clue if we'll last the whole race. I was not worried about trying to be fast or even really learn the track that well in practice there, racing with the rain, because I am not here to do very good at all. I'm just here to try and get through the race without the computer blowing up, because I think iRacing has said they're trying to fix stuff with the crashing, yada yada yada, with the updates. I don't know. The last update that was supposed to do it didn't do anything, so I haven't crashed yet, but I can tell my graphics card is running very, very hot, so I've got an external fan pointed at it now. So you may hear that in the background, or maybe not. And these guys are flying. This is a little tiny short layout on this track. Don't really know the track at all.
Get ready.
But this layout was simple enough. A couple of right-handers and a left-hander or two. Nothing too major, especially in the MX-5 here, but running in the pack here with the spray is definitely going to be the biggest test for us. We'll see how this goes.
The pace car is in.
I think we're starting first. I guess the Toyotas and the MX-5s are about the same speed, because we're all starting mixed in here, and we were running kind of comparable times.
Got one on your left. Clear on the left.
Alright, long straightaway here. Plenty of spray to get in. People trying to avoid it so they can see. I'm trying to get in it so I can test my computer. This next corner we can take full throttle, even with the water. Try not to dive it in too deep on Josh here. Let's be ready to miss something. Cameron up there in the other MX-5, he's been looking fast. Faster than I've been looking. Alright, so far so good. Toggle the wipers off. Forgot to press that again. See if we can't get into a rhythm of some kind. I have no idea. Oh, we're hitting the water. Cameron's hitting the water up there. Hydroplaning a bit. He's getting sideways. We might be able to take advantage of this.
On your right.
But he's going to be on the preferred lane for the next corner, so probably won't be able to.
Still there.
Maybe. I don't know. We pulled even with him there.
Still there. Hold your line.
He's going to get us here. Maybe. I might go off track.
Clear on the right.
Nope. He keeps it. We stay on track. That's some decent little racing there. Track is definitely getting drier. Careful of the water out here. Get the crossover on him, maybe.
Clear on the left.
He enters way deeper and is able to get it to turn, so he clears us back. I think he's just faster. I don't think we've got anything for him. He just had that one slide.
Stop the car coming up quick.
We do have Nick behind us, though. It'd be nice to stay in front of him, even though we're not in the same class currently. But I think we're all just running about the same speed anyway, regardless of car. Track is going to be drying, but I think we're just going to stay on the wet tires. I don't think it's going to get dry enough. He hits the big water again and gets sideways.
Car on your left. Keep right there. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Oh, and I hit the water and I go
Fast, the car's approaching.
off track.
All clear, all clear.
Oh man, that was bad.
Car on your left. All clear, all clear.
It just grabbed the wheel to the right and shoved me off. At least I didn't spin like I'm about to there. We're alright, we're fine. Maybe slowed Nick down a little bit. That was a bad place to nearly spin out. Gotta watch those puddles, it will just make your car snap. We've got a bit of a dry line forming in this section of the track. Let's be a little bit more careful here. If we can. Pushed out a little too wide there, trying to get too much out of it. Be nice and careful.
The car coming up quick.
I am not very quick through that section. The rest of it, I think I'm not too bad. Be nice and firm with the throttle. The top three are long gone. Those Toyotas up there.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Fastest lap of the session.
The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 45.405.
We're pretty much identical times with Cameron there, it sounded like. Try and keep it steady here. Ooh, we gained a lot on entry that time. Which way are we gonna go? Right behind him, I guess. That would have been a pretty late dive, and I'm not confident in my ability to not just miss it entirely and wreck him. So we better just stay in line. Unless we've actually got to his inside on exit. A little sideways there, but he's got a little bit of a run there. I go very wide. That was not good. Still got a decent run off. Got a 1x, but that's fine. If we go out too wide there, I think there's a slowdown. I think I noticed that in practice. So we need to be a little bit careful with that. We've actually caught up to Josh a little bit up there, it looks like. It may just be on my head, though. Nick has dropped back quite a bit. Zachary up ahead, who's a lap down. Letting the leaders go. Did I unmute them? I did not. That would be why it's so quiet.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
We continue to do fastest laps. Cameron's getting very sideways.
Car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 45.228.
We're gonna have to relearn how to drive this once we get to the dry.
It's going dry.
I'm not pitting for dries, I don't think. Slick tires. I'm just
Still
gonna
there? Hold your line.
leave the wets on. Don't think it's worth trying to do a pit stop.
Clear on the right.
Not sure though. I don't know what's fastest. Really, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to see if the computer will work through the race. But we're having a nice battle here with Cameron, so this is fun. And we're beating Nick. I guess, kind of. Just need him to have one more big slide moment when we're close to him like this, and maybe that'll give us enough where we can get around him, but so far he has been keeping it pretty steady since the first couple. But we are getting quicker and quicker, as you'd expect with the track drying.
P1, just hit the fastest lap. 45.172.
Oh, and he caught the curb, and that's unfortunate. I think I've been clutching it the whole time on the shifts, and I don't think I need to be doing that. I'm just hardly paying attention to the car at all, just trying to test this session. That is unfortunate there for Cameron, though. Just barely caught the water on the curbing there on the outside of the corner, and that just sent him around.
You're in first.
That was a really good battle up until that point. Now we've got to be nice and steady and try not to throw it away. We don't have someone in front of us to guide us anymore. I think we might be the only two MX-5s out here. Well, no, I think there was one more. I don't remember who it was. I think there was at least one more. And we're overdriving it. That's fine, just don't spin out. That's all I'm worried about. Halfway to go.
We're in a podium position.
So far, so good for the computer. I mean, we haven't had very intense spray in front of us. We've only had a handful of cars, not like a big pack when I was testing it when rain originally came out. But I think even if we had like one car in front of us previously, I think it was crashing pretty much every time. So perhaps it is better. I need to clean up my corner braking for that long right-hander there. I'm not doing a very good job anymore. And this section always makes me want to get sideways.
Start the car coming up quick.
No, he's not. We got plenty of time behind us. At least until it gets too dry. There's a little stutter I just had. But we're still going. These little tiny hiccups I can see that make it seem like the graphics are struggling. And I always see those like right before the game crashed when I was racing like the next gen and having those big wrecks.
Start the car coming up quick.
He is catching us. I think we've slowed down now that Cameron's not in front of us to show us how to go fast. Or perhaps our wet tires are falling off pretty hard. We gained a little bit back there.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Well, fastest lap of the race, I guess, for us. Didn't feel like it. But the track drying out is what's leading to the speed more than our driving right now. We got Andy up ahead. He's in an MX-5, and looks like he's the only other one, so... Just a 3-car field for us. Why am I unable to get to slow down in that corner anymore? It's probably because we're carrying more speed down the straightaway. I need to back the braking up for that. Keep blowing it.
That car is a lap down.
That corner's feeling sketchy all of a sudden. That's the first time I've shifted to second there.
Faster car coming up quick.
Alright, let's brake in time for this corner now. That was much better than the last few laps.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
This was where we were doing good and entering that corner and getting a good exit, but we've been overdriving it too bad lately. We're just carrying so much more speed. I think that's why. Feels like I'm entering the corner the same, but we're actually going faster at my braking mark, so I need to move the brake mark back. Even that was still pretty wide. Nobody in front of us now, no rain happening. Little bit of puddles and wetness still out there, but not bad. Pretty dry right now, especially in the racing line. So I think we're gonna survive this whole event. We got 5 minutes left. So what, 6 or 7 laps?
There, Andy.
5 minutes to go.
Yeah, overdrove it again, but luckily we got it slowed down in time. We got Nick, Mark, and Shane behind us. Mark and Shane are pretty close on the F3. Nick's got a pretty good lead on both of those guys. And we've got a decent gap to him back behind us. People in front of us are on a different planet. Almost 9 seconds up. We don't have anything for either of those guys. Looks like Jake is in the lead right now. But that's a pretty close battle still between those, all three of them, really. They're all within pretty much a second. Second and a half. It's a fun little track though. I think the mini stocks would be great here. I think those mini stocks are going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the league. I hope I'm able to make it on the Tuesday nights. That's typically not a night I race, but I think I can move things around to work. Potentially. Oh, Jake has lost the lead, as he says in chat that he just pushed his pedals way far in front of him. That's no good. He's back to third now. That gives Justin the lead. Josh moves to second, and they're all still nose to tail. Just judging by the F3, they're so far ahead I can't see them on track anymore. I'm gonna say we're in fourth place overall. I think that means more than the class. Just 3 cars in the class, and Cameron was quicker and he just made a mistake, or just caught the puddle wrong, barely. Plus, it seems like all these cars are right around the same pace, at least at this track. I know the Toyotas are generally faster at other places, I think. I can't remember. There's another stutter that came out of nowhere. Probably not picking it up on the recording, I hope, but they're pretty big stutters. They're like just one little stutter, not like small continuous stuttering. Let's be careful, that's where Cameron spun. Mark has gotten past Nick all of a sudden. And Shane has pulled in as well. So he's gotten... Those guys have gotten closer together. 44.898. Second place just set fast slap Josh. And they are all 3 on top of each other. They are within 0.6 of a second on the F3. All 3 of them. So they're having a really fantastic race that unfortunately we can't watch because they're so dang far ahead. We can barely catch a glimpse of them entering the right-hander up there. A couple streaks of water there. I don't know if that was just splash from the puddles or if a couple more raindrops in the area. Okay, rear end kicked out there a little bit. We got white flag one more time around. The flag guy at this layout is kind of crazy. Just standing on the side of the track like 10 feet off the surface. Doesn't seem super safe. Oh man, Mark and Nick are flying behind us all of a sudden. They've pulled it in like a second and a half in that one lap.
Yeah, good. That was a blast there. Good racing. You have dries, Josh, or what?
Ooh, they're racing hard behind us. There's a big group all of a sudden. I don't know if we were getting slower or I just wasn't pushing very hard.
For dry still. I thought so too, but like every fourth lap,
we get fourth.
Half a second quicker, and I was like, "What in the heck?"
Good racing to those guys up ahead. I don't know what happened for us to get caught like that behind us, or if they were just all of a sudden going way quicker because they were in a battle. Did our lap times drop off, or did they just get faster? We kind of fell off a little bit, but not really. We were pretty consistent there, surprisingly. Let's go take a look through this. 90-92 on the rears for Nick. What did we have? 95-95. But completely different car, so I don't know if that means anything. I think isn't the Toyota front wheel drive? Or no, it's not. Let's go take a look at the few incidents before my graphics card melts from watching this replay. Only thing showing up here is Cameron just grabbing that curb and the water on the other side, and that spins him to the right and takes away his class win from him. Looks like he eventually gets turned around. And in the same spot, he starts losing it before he enters the corner. And it just whips around on him. Tires probably heated up. And then Andy and the other MX-5 gets it loose through that section, which was the section I was struggling with. And that's it. Just a couple MX-5 spins, and we wind up getting fourth overall. First in our 3-car class. Gavin there looks like he was going to connect, but ended up not. So it could have been a 4-car race, but we get a 3-car race instead. But we were concerned with the overall, really, anyway. So we get 4th. I'm happy with that. Computer didn't crash, and that's good. We'll try a couple more times this season, maybe, and see if we can do rain now, or if it's still not an option. But it worked for that race, that little short race with a small car count. So baby steps in the right direction. But that was fun. Thanks for watching.